It's the pros and cons of using an attorney or non-attorney service such as ours for probate. What's better? What costs you more? Well, we're going to find out next. Welcome back. I'm Brendan Moore, realtor in California and certified probate and trust specialist by the California Association of Realtors.
And I'm Bill Heyman. I'm a California licensed professional fiduciary, as well as I'm a registered and bonded legal document assistant specializing in probate work in California, Nevada. I'm also a licensed real estate broker in California, as well as a licensed realtor in Nevada.
Now, every day we save our clients thousands of dollars and eliminate headaches with our one-of-a-kind probate administration service and probate real estate listing combo. So please reach out to us if you have any questions about that, which you should. Mm-hmm. And our contact information is below in the About section on our channel. Please comment on this video or reach out to us via email, text, or give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe right now to this channel and like this video. It keeps it as a bookmark for you. Now, the pros and cons here of using an attorney or a non-attorney service such as ours. I can think of lots of pros to use ours because
we've got our list.
Yeah, we got our list. So
we're ready for you.
Yeah, this is a little bit of an unusual one for us, where honestly most of our videos are unscripted. We just have a topic and we just go at it with our general knowledge. But in this one, we actually made a list. So I'm going to read off a few of our notes. So I'm going to go over using an attorney, some pros. If there are any problems with the decedent's family working together and agreement regarding the estate, an attorney is best suited to handle the estate. Very good pro there. Okay, another pro of using an attorney. If a family member or any other party is going to file a formal objection with the court and contest the probate, then an attorney is the best way to go. Definitely.
Yep.
Want me to go with another pro?
Yeah, go right ahead.
If the estate is being sued or is likely to have an ongoing or continuing lawsuit, then a probate attorney is the best way to go by far. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Now, number 4 for pros: if the estate has a very complicated ongoing business that is part of the overall probate estate, then you'll want an attorney to help you in a situation like that. Yeah. And number 5. If your probate case is going to involve a will contest, then you will really want the probate attorney's help, as those can get very complicated.
Yeah, very complicated. Yeah.
Want to hear some cons? Cons of using an attorney.
There's always cons.
Yeah, there's cons. And I'll preface this: we've worked with a lot of attorneys, and I love so many of the attorneys we've worked with, because we're not always, Bill's not always the one probating the estate. Sometimes we're just working on the real estate side. So, and we love it when attorneys reach out to us because we like working with them. Yeah. So some cons, and attorneys are the most expensive way to go to probate an estate. Typically so. Yeah. And we have a great video on that. Yep. Called "How Much Does Probate Cost in California?" It's on our channel. It'll help you out. Con number 2: probate attorneys generally get very busy and have pretty heavy workloads. Sometimes this can cause probate matter to take much longer than it should, and I have seen that. We can state examples of that. Number 3: there's a possibility that an attorney may have a charge of what are called extraordinary fees, in addition to their normal statutory fees. So it's not just about that fee breakdown, but there could be
additional fees depending on the situation.
Now, number 4, sometimes due to the probate attorney's heavy workloads, it can be difficult to communicate with them or their office. And I've seen that a lot as well, where I don't get a response even from the paralegals in the office for several days, sometimes longer. And number 5, and this is kind of a longer one, but some attorneys really don't do much probate work, even if it says it on their website sometimes, is what I find. So you'll need to be sure that if you're going to use a probate attorney, make sure you are working with one who has a lot of experience in probate.
Well, they essentially use your case to learn and educate themselves about probate, and you don't want that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, You have a bunch of pros and cons. Well, I don't know if you have a bunch of cons, but using a non-attorney service such as ours,
I
and
do.
I think we'll elaborate on some of the pros
Sure.
and cons on this and
Sure.
what I've seen before.
Yeah, I got my list here, and I'll go ahead and hit the pros first. And again, these are pros and cons of using a non-attorney probate service such as the one that we provide. Most obvious is you're going to save tremendous amounts of money. I think I mentioned this in other videos, but on average, our clients save about $10,000 when they work with us through the probate process and real estate sale. Oftentimes, it's quite more. Believe it or not, I have had probate cases in the past where I've saved 80, 90, $100,000 for clients. So it can be pretty significant at times. It can be. Another pro, we finish your probate case as quickly as possible. It is not to our advantage in any way, shape, or form to delay the probate, because if the probate's being delayed, it's costing us as well as the family time and money. So our motivation is to get you through probate as quickly as possible. Um, Number three, I know this may sound a little strange in what we do, but we're a one-stop shop. You don't with our service. You come to us, do the probate for you. We'll do the real estate sale, and we'll take care of anything else that's involved with those things. If you go to a probate attorney, the probate attorney will do the probate, but someone else has to do the real estate. And in a way, they're kind of segregated and separated. And that can cause a communication block that often goes on. But with our service, there's no communication block. We work together. And as I said, it's a one stop shop. You don't have to worry about, oh gosh, I got to go find a probate attorney. Now I got to go find a realtor. You don't have to worry about that. The other pro is that we never, ever charge you any fees up front. Never do that. There are other non attorney legal document assistants out there that do some probate work, but 99% of them will charge you a fee up front. We never do that. And what I like about that is that that gives our clients an opportunity to see what kind of a service they're going to be getting without having to pay anything up front. And fortunately, I've never had a client who said they weren't satisfied with our service. Every client I've had has been very satisfied with the service. Number five on the pros, if you have a foreclosure situation, a situation where you've got to do a probate and you're running into foreclosure, we have a lot of experience working in that situation. And we will negotiate with the lender, the trustee, anyone else involved in the foreclosure process, the county if it's a tax foreclosure. We will work our tails off to get that foreclosure postponed so that we can get the probate home on the market and sold. I have a lot of experience in doing that. Lastly, the last pro I have on my list here is that, and I've had this happen where people will call me up and want to talk about, ask questions about our service, and also tell me about their probate situation. And a lot of times they'll preface it with, well, what are you going to charge me for this? We never charge anything up front, never charge anything to talk to you about your situation and what we can do for you. We just don't do that. A lot of attorneys nowadays don't charge for an initial consultation either, but some do. Some do. Okay, I only have really a couple of cons here on the con side. So the con is, well, number one is if you have a contested case, you should not use our service. Our service is designed for situations and families where nobody's fighting, there's no disagreement about the estate. The family just needs to get the paperwork done correctly and through the court system. Um, if you have a situation where it's contested, go to an attorney. You need an attorney in that type of situation, and that's what probate attorneys are best used for. The only other con I have here is that, and I think Brendan mentioned this in his pro con list using attorneys. If you've got a will contest or an ongoing business of the decedent that needs to keep operating that's complex, or again, if there's a lawsuit that the decedent was involved in before he or she passed, don't use our service. You want to go get a really proficient probate attorney to help out in that situation. That will be the best thing to do in that situation. Those are really the only cons I have. I think that covers it, Brendan.
Yeah, I mean, if I could maybe summarize real quick,
Sure.
some great pros for your service. Um, if it's a non-contested matter, I mean, that's you're the go-to. Going to save you thousands of dollars. If there's real estate involved, thousands and thousands of dollars. And think of it this way: all all the fee is really the real estate commission.
Yeah.
And if you're using, say, someone who's charging you for the probate, and you're still selling the house, well, you're paying that commission anyways. Even if it's a reduced commission, which I don't know that you necessarily want to do because, well, it just depends on who you're working with as far as the sale goes. That's the extent I'll go with that. But you'll find when you do the math that it's going to work out better for you with our program. And please look at our video about the cost of probate in California, and you'll really see that and do your own calculations. Communication with attorneys can sometimes be really bad. If you've seen some of our videos in the past, you know that there was one of my favorite situations to talk about was when it was a sale that required court confirmation, and there was an attorney involved, and the court confirmed the sale. We needed it to close as soon as possible. It was during COVID, so you couldn't just go down to the courthouse. You had to order it, and which is still pretty much the common way. You order the sale
certified copy of the order. Yeah.
Right. And day one, Bill orders that, and it took about a week and a half, about a week and a half or so to get that. And then we closed. So we closed within 2 weeks after that hearing. And then 3 weeks after we closed, the attorney's office calls us. The paralegal says, "Hey, we just got that court order, a certified court order." And we're like, "We closed 3 weeks ago. It's been 5 weeks since the hearing." And it's just things like that. And if you know real estate, you understand how crucial that 3 week gap would have been to basically go from actually closing on the sale to not closing on the sale and starting a 5-month process all over again. In that particular case. And that's limited authority, but full authority is different, a lot shorter.
Yep.
So much more I could talk about.
There is, but I think we've kind of covered the basic pros and cons of using an attorney versus using a service such as ours. And and I just want to reiterate that if you do have a very complicated situation, you do want to use an attorney if your situation is one of the ones we described where maybe you've got a will contest, or you've got a complex ongoing business that needs to continue, or you've got someone who's going to file an objection in court. Those are times when you really do need a probate attorney, and you want to be sure to get a good one for a situation like that. But if it's uncontested, everybody's getting along, use our service. You're going to save a lot of money, and you're going to get your probate done sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all great information, Bill. And but what I think people really need is to expand on the cost of probate. So at the end of this video, what we have is linked our video, "How much does probate cost in California?" It's going to appear at the end of this video, right around where Bill's head is. So make sure to click on that, watch that. There's a downloadable PDF for you with the cost of probate and the fees a typical attorney would charge and all that.
Very good.
Thank you.